Hi, I'm Peter Hermann. Welcome to my new cooking show, Charles's Kitchen. I am going to be making, I'll call them Montana pancakes. I'm also going to try to answer a lot of questions while I do this. So here we go.
What kind of pancakes are you making?
You know what? I got the recipe in Montana at a ranch where we were, and I ordered them, and it was I think it's the only time that I've ever asked for a recipe in a restaurant.
Is there a secret ingredient?
No, but there's a secret action, which is whipping the egg whites. You beat them to peaks, and that makes for the lightness of the pancakes, and a lot of love.
What is your favorite breakfast?
An omelet that I make. I took a cooking course, and that's the one thing that I took away, is how to make a good omelet.
What's your surefire breakfast for the kids?
The surefire breakfast is these pancakes, so.
Do you ever eat breakfast for dinner?
No. No, actually, I says the guy who had cereal last night at 11.
Who does the cooking in your family?
I do, and then we have a fantastic babysitter who helps us, who helps out a good bit when Miriam's and my hair is on fire.
Clean up as you go or clean up at the end?
Clean up at the end, and it always sounds dirty when it's younger. I like to clean up at the end.
On the weekends, are you a lounge in your PJs or get dressed for the day kind of guy?
God, I hate PJs. I hate PJs. Not for me.
If you could have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza. Ready?
What's your favorite word in English?
Chalk.
What's your favorite word in German?
In German, Schadenfreude.
And what does it mean?
It means joy at someone else's misfortune. That says nothing about me, though. I just like the word.
What's your favorite birthday cake?
Miriam made me the most unbelievable cake. So I'd say German chocolate cake.
Of course. What's a habit you wish you could break?
Procrastinating.
What's your favorite board game?
Candyland. See, younger, it sounds dirty. It's just all of a sudden, it's dirty.
Skiing or surfing?
Skiing. But I wish it was surfing.
Favorite type of flowers?
Daisies.
What makes you laugh no matter what?
My wife.
You're a new addition to a crayon box. What color would you be?
Pink.
Favorite Halloween costume?
Favorite Halloween costume Captain America.
Favorite fairy tale?
The Princess and the Pea.
Favorite song lyrics of all time?
Don't Stop Believin', Journey.
Best thing that happened to you today?
Waking up with my kids.
Worst thing that happened to you today?
Trying to get my kids out the door.
Last country you visited?
Spain.
Country you'd like to visit but haven't yet?
China.
What do you always travel with?
Earplugs.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Go-to pizza topping?
None. Just straight up. Just straight up plain pizza.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To end pain. Or to fly. That's a tough one.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
William Faulkner.
What's your favorite weekend getaway?
Long Island.
Exercise, first thing in the morning or last thing at night?
Oh my God. First thing in the morning.
Favorite way to exercise?
Boxing.
I'm visiting New York City for one single day. What do I have to do?
You have to do a graffiti tour of the Lower East Side. But Rockefeller Center. You know why? Because then you can actually see the Empire State Building and you can see Central Park. So.
If you could personally witness a moment in history, what would it be?
I think the birth of Christ.
What question do you hate to answer?
When people open with the interview, who is Peter Hermann?
Next question, who is Peter Hermann?
See previous answer.
What is something that recently moved you?
Fleabag, the show.
What will you be doing 10 years from now?
Writing.
Talent you wish you had?
Playing a musical instrument really, really well, like either the piano or the guitar. Oh, and to sing.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Suffering.
I think I'd like to change that experience. I think I'd like to change.
Biggest pet peeve?
Misuse of the word literally. It's a distinction between the literal and the figurative. And it's,
Who's your greatest role model?
There's a poet named Jack Gilbert who went into the language in a way that I really admire.
Favorite season of the year?
Fall, but also summer. Okay, so now, since you asked about the secret ingredients of the pancakes, I got to talk about the pancakes for 1 second. This is where you fold the, no one cares, but where you fold the beaten egg whites into the batter.
Favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas.
Best compliment you've ever received?
I don't know.
Sweet or savory?
Savory. No, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Chocolate or cheese?
Both, God. Chocolate.
New or vintage?
Vintage. Not vintage, but old, lived in.
Window or aisle seat?
I'll see.
Favorite piece of clothing you own?
It's actually something that I got for the show to wear for press for the show. It's this green Todd Snyder suit.
Did you have a childhood nickname?
No.
One thing most people don't know about you.
I love ironing. I love it.
What do you think Victoria's secret is?
I think there's a reason she's kept it a secret for so long.
First thing you notice about people when you meet them?
Something I can't quite name, but something. Yeah.
First thing you do in the morning?
I walk my dog, and I try. So she wakes up and then she shakes, and the first thing I do is I try to get her out of the house, out of the room before she shakes.
What's your guilty pleasure?
My go-to procrastinating thing is spelling bee on the New York Times app.
Vice you refuse to give up?
Coffee.
What are you bad at?
Making decisions.
Favorite place to unwind?
Probably Central Park. I walk my dog. It's just easy.
What can't you live without?
My family.
3 words that describe you.
We'll hyphenate it in process, and another hyphenated detail-oriented, and alive.
Your biggest fear?
I think regret.
What makes you mad?
Misuse of the word literally.
When are you happiest?
When Mariska makes me laugh.
Best advice you've gotten?
Be kind to yourself. Easy. Just that, simple.
Best advice you've given?
There's a great piece of advice that my older sister gave me about raising kids, which I loved, which was first you give them roots and then you give them wings.
Last book you loved?
The book I'm currently reading, which is The Overstory by Richard Powers, which won the Pulitzer and the National Book Award this year, and it is just a flat-out masterpiece.
Favorite book from childhood?
Jim Knopf, Der Lokomotivführer, which was about this little kid who drove around in a locomotive.
What's at the top of your bucket list?
To learn an instrument, to learn to sing, or to dance.
Most adventurous thing you've ever done?
The most adventurous, most reckless thing I ever did is I ran with the bulls in Pamplona when I was 21.
Next question.
Yes.
How much longer will this take?
Not that long. See, first one, always bad, but getting there.
Current trend you love?
That's so embarrassing because I don't know any current trends.
What do people usually come to you?
I'm sorry, but, okay? I mean, since that's...
They look delicious.
Okay.
What do people usually come to you for advice on?
Books, what to read.
What was your biggest fish out of water experience?
This might be number one.
What game are you basically unbeatable at?
I don't know. I have to get one. I'll get one.
When was the last time you didn't go to sleep until the sun came up?
2 years ago.
What do you always procrastinate on?
There's little that sadly there's little that I don't. Yeah, and then I love the phrase, the tyranny of the urgent. And then it gets to that point, and then everything just has to get done. That's very much in progress, just getting out ahead of stuff.
What store can you not go into without buying something?
Book Culture on 82nd and Columbus.
What items are always in your fridge?
Don't film this fail. Hold on.
Oh.
Nice. That was nice. What blueberries? Speaking of. It's okay. We'll decide.
What's your Pandora and/or Sirius XM station?
On my own, it's like AC/DC or Journey or anything loud. Oh, and then here, let me do that. This, and then turn it off. off.
And then, but then the actual thing that you need to do is when you plate 2 of them, I'm gonna do this with my fingers. Ow, that's hot. Is then you take this, which is confectioner's sugar. Yes.
Final question.
Yes.
How did those turn out?
I think okay. Hold on. Voila. So, berries. They're really good.